Welcome back. Welcome back. Sorry for the delay, guys. Being here in Thailand, it's 1 hour different from the Philippines. Again, I've only been here for a few days. Again, I do apologize for that. I didn't even realize it was time for me to start. I actually thought it was going to be 7:30 here. So again, I do apologize for that, but I am here and ready to rock and roll. I hope you guys are forgiving me for being a little bit tardy. Again, sorry, sorry, sorry. But all is good here in Thailand. Again, I am live here in Thailand. I'm in Bangkok. I've been here since Monday, and all is going well. I'm going to start off with number one, though. For all of you guys thinking about coming to Thailand, um, I got to tell you this: the English speaking barrier or the language barrier, it is there. You can't ask the taxi cabs anything. You can't order food. You got to point to things on menus. It is very, very tough, guys. I mean, very, very tough. When you get to a hotel, you're checking in, barely any English whatsoever. I mean, barely any English. So, um, for all you guys out there looking to move abroad, looking to start that new life, that new chapter of your life, uh, if you're looking for an English speaking country, Thailand is going to be a tough one for you. Again, it's very tough on me. I mean, when I go to a restaurant, for example, here in Thailand, they like their food very, very hot, very, very spicy. Not hot, like in temperature wise. They like it very spicy. And so I was telling a young lady to keep my spice level down a little bit. And believe me, it was still way too hot. And I think the reason why is I don't think they understood a thing I was saying. And again, that's how it was here for me. But as far as sites, oh my gosh! Yesterday, got 3 videos for you guys prepared. I haven't done any editing, anything like that yet, but so many sites to see. The malls here, I thought they were packed in the Philippines. The malls here are super packed. I mean, so if you don't like big crowds, I'm not sure the malls would be a thing here for you. Went to one yesterday. It was called Fashion Mall and Platinum Fashion Mall. And believe me, you're in like this right here. You're like sardines. You're walking through. You're always bumping into people. And it was, I mean, I was worried the whole time. I'm thinking, I don't know how it is here as far as pickpockets and things like that. No issues. But again, I was worried. I kept on checking my back pocket just to make sure it was still there because you're bumping into so many different people. Let me get your comments going here. I got a new member. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Glad you could make it today. Again, thank you so much. I'm glad you're able to make the live. Again, I'm glad that I was able to make the live because I actually thought I had another 15 minutes till start time. And then I go on here to get the StreamYard started. And the first thing I see is, where are you? So, again, thank you so much. I hope you're still there with me. Again, I do apologize. I know I'm far late here. Again, it's a big difference, though, when you're looking at time frames. Again, it's only an hour difference, but I thought I had it scheduled, like I had it scheduled back in the Philippines. So again, being 8:30, I had in my time, I had 7:30 in my time. But again, I guess I was a little bit far behind. But again, I do apologize for that. I hope you're still out there. Again, thanks for being a new member. I do appreciate it. And I'll be telling you guys all about my ongoings here so far in Thailand. Let you guys know the gist of what I am thinking. Again, it's only been since Monday, so I've been here. I've been here 3 full days. I'll give you guys a lowdown on what I've done, what I've seen, some thoughts. Um, Talk about my hotel where I'm staying at. Actually, I've stayed at 2 already. I checked out of the one I was actually in before. I'll tell you guys a little bit more about that here shortly. So let's get back to some of the comments this morning. David Haas, how's it going, my friend? Good to see you. Greetings, champions. Yes, Southeast Asian Nomad. Good to see you. Brett, where are you? Yes, Jim. Sorry about that. Again, misunderstanding of the time frame change. Again, we're being an hour ahead here in in Thailand compared to the Philippines. I thought I had it done correctly, but I guess I made a mistake. So I'll make sure that when we have our next live, which will be Monday, I'll make sure, well, Sunday evening for you guys back in the West, I'll make sure that I have everything accounted for as far as a timetable. Again, I do apologize, guys. I see you guys are starting to make it on here. I got a few guys on here, looking at about 15 right now. And again, I know I had a long delay, not even realizing it. Actually, I was sitting here just chilling. Been here playing on the computer for a while, looking at the next stops here in Thailand, and didn't even notice that until I actually got on the StreamYard. It says, "Hey, you got zero time left." I was like, "I better get on there." Yep, Thailand. Yes, all is going good here in Thailand. Yes, Mr. Dave, of course. I'm glad I'm looking a little cute today. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And again, Chris Battle, how's it going, my friend? Been talking to you here lately on text. I hope you're finding everything that you're needing over in the West. I hope you're looking forward to possibly making another trip over here to the Philippines and/or Southeast Asia. We miss you, my friend. I mean, such a good guy. Again, miss you, miss you, miss you. I always get questions about you all the time. People actually ask me, where you at? And I'm like, well, he's back in the West, doing some RVing, doing some traveling around, the U.S. right now. And they're always asking me about your bike that you had and things like that. They're asking me about how things went for you over here in the Philippines. I think things are going well. Met a nice Filipino young lady and had things going on the uptick. And then he had some. I mean, people always ask me about the other YouTuber out there, and I'm always saying the best person to ask about that is Chris B. He can tell you how things worked with that. Good to see you, Chris. Hey, Britain Champions. Yes, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. And again, I do apologize. I didn't realize the time change was this different. I'm sitting here just chilling on the couch. Again, the hotel room I'm in now, if you guys want to look it up online, very reasonable price. So you're looking at 2,100 pesos per night. I'm trying to, oh, my phone's over there. Let me get my phone. Sorry, guys. I actually had it charging over to the side. I want to kind of give you guys the gist of pricing and tell you what I actually have here. I got lucky. They actually upgraded me to an executive suite. So I have a bedroom right next to me. I have a sliding glass door. Here I have a sofa. I have a desk. I have a large screen TV here in front of me. And it gives me like an extra room to do things. But again, the pricing of this, I'm not sure what the price would be if I actually paid for the executive suite, but the price I paid for the room was 2,100 pesos. And you divide it by 58, so $35.71. This room, again, back in Florida, you're talking about 100 to at least $200 per night. So again, you can see the savings there. Nice king size bed. Good views of Bangkok out the windows. I wish I could show you guys. It puts a glare up on the screen. I actually had the windows, the curtains pulled, but again, it put a big glare on the screen. You could barely even see me because of the shading. But again, nice room here for $35. Um, got some good things going on. I'll tell you guys more about that here in a few minutes once I get here uh, and look at your comments here. Hi, Brett, which part of Thailand? I'm in Bangkok right now. Again, I got here on Monday morning, arrived around 6 a.m. Monday morning. Our flight left at 2:30. Again, I'm here. I met with my friend George and Karen. They're here doing some things, and we're here to travel together and seen some of the sites already. So David Haas, Britt, I'm less than 3 weeks away. I think I have everything I need. Having said that, is there anything you wish you would have taken with you that you did not? Um, the more I think about it, I can't think of anything really. Um, I wish I could have brought some crab legs. That's one of my actually favorite foods to eat, and they don't have crab legs here. Now I did hear here in Bangkok again. I've heard they have like I guess what you call a luxury buffet, and it comes in about $100 per person. Again, that's 100 US per person, and you do get crab legs on that. It's unlimited crab legs, unlimited lobster. So some of the top end products. You also get you get steak on there. You get ribeye and sirloin. So again, may end up checking that out. Again, I haven't spent $100 on a meal in a long time. Actually, since I left the state, so I may have to take that in and actually check it out because I haven't had one of my favorites here in almost 2 years. I haven't had crab legs in a while, so that could be a thing that I may just have to take in and bite the bullet and do it. But other than that, I can't think of anything. I mean, crab legs is one thing I wish I had over here. As far as I thought at one point, I brought over I think it's what it's called a Panasonic Arc 7 razor, and it went kapooey on me. And I had a little bit of a tough time finding a good razor, but I actually found a place, Xiaomi, or Show Me, Xiaomi, something like that over here. And it's actually inside the mall. So you can actually go to either IT Park Mall, which is Ayala Central Block Mall, or you can go to the IT Park Mall and Business Park, which is Ayala Center Mall. And they have the actual store there. Found a great razor. In fact, this razor here is actually better than the Arc. So that would be one thing I thought about that I actually would have liked to have over here is to brought a good razor. I did buy another Braun for traveling, so I do have a Braun that I use, a Braun 5 for traveling. Then I have the new one that I bought, a Xiaomi. I forgot the exact name, but when you get over here, I'll touch base with you on that if you have any questions regarding a razor. But I brought a lot of clothes. I brought one large suitcase full of clothes, and you really don't need to bring that much clothes. You can go on Lazada over here or Shopee, and you can find clothes. They're actually, very. You're talking about like shirts like this. This is, like you can get for like $3 or $4, and I mean you can get hats for so cheap. So again, clothing over here you can find cheap on Lazada or Shopee or find it anywhere online. There is a store I actually use um, for shopping as far as to find clothing our size. People always say about the size of your clothing over here. It is true. They are Asian sizes. So you get over here and you're thinking, wow, you try on a large or extra large, and it's tight. I mean, it does not fit. Um, I find myself looking at 2X most of the time, and those will actually fit. And in fact, sometimes when you buy double X online, they don't fit. They're still too tight. And what I like about it though is here in the Philippines, just like back in America, when you order from like Amazon, it will be so easy to return. A lot of times they'll even say just keep what you got and and just go ahead and we'll do a refund for you. But Lazada is very good. They're just like Amazon. I mean, for the most part, you have to return almost everything. But there's been times out there, like about 4 or 5 different times, where they say just keep it because it came from China. Maybe the expense of the shipping would be astronomical for them and not be valuable to them to get back. But for the most part, you can find almost anything you actually need or want on Lazada or Shopee. Again, Lazada, LAZADA, or Shopee, SHOPEE, or OPPEE, something like that. So again, Lazada and Shopee. But good question, David. Appreciate that. We're in Thailand. I am actually here in Bangkok. So again, I arrived here Monday, so I've actually had 3 full days. This will be my fourth day. I'll tell you guys a little bit more about that here in a few minutes. But again, all is going well. I can't complain. One thing I can complain about is the hour difference. Again, if it wasn't for the time change, I would have been here well early. I've been up since 5:30 here in the morning. So again, I actually got up, well before anything and was ready to rock and roll, but just didn't realize that time change. It got me. So again, I do apologize, but I will make sure I correct that on the up and coming lives. I'm here in Bangkok. I'll probably be here for a few more days and then take the train somewhere. Haven't decided where. Maybe Hua Hin, Hu Hin, however you say it, and travel down to some beaches, maybe Pattaya, something like that. But we'll find out here in the near future, and you guys will be with me the entire way because I'll be here live with you and showing you guys where I'm at and what's going on, or at least telling you where I'm at. I may even get out there on the streets a little bit and show you guys around a little bit. We go to Hua Hin next to yes, that's probably gonna be my next stop. Probably, I'm not really sure if it's gonna be there or Pattaya, but I am looking at that area. Aha! My brother's in the house. There's my brother Cletus. Good to see you, Cletus. Again, I actually got on here late today. I'm not sure if you were here on time, but I actually got here late and didn't even realize it. I'm over here chilling out. I got my fancy strawberry over here, just sitting here sipping around, watching a little bit of YouTube, watching a little bit of sites and stuff here in Bangkok to take in, and didn't even realize that the time change got me. But good to see you, Cletus. Love you. So again, at 7:30, that means that he's still at work. Been there since 9 o'clock, and he's there at 7:30. I'm sure he's right there at work, taking in work, 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 work. Yeah, I got Cleet saying hello, Mr. Dave. Yes, all the hellos are coming in. It's always to see you guys. Hey, bro, thanks for sharing. Last week, I noticed that when I was in Bangkok, many foreigners uses audio translator. Thai people English has always been terrible. I stuck, yeah. Again, it's real. The language barrier is real. I know there's an earpiece you can actually buy that translate. The problem is not going to be that though. So you got a translation, and you have this earpiece. You actually can hear what they're saying, but you can't answer back or have a conversation or anything. So the only way you can actually talk over here is a translating app. I've been using Google, but on Google, I see myself typing. I need to try the new one, or at least a updated one where you can actually it'll listen to what's being said from me and listen to what's being said by them. Maybe I can have a good conversation. But as of yet, the language barrier is real. It is real. Um, it's enough so. I mean, in my particular eyes, it's enough so that I know I'm living in the right place. I'm living in the Philippines. It's the right choice for me. I know that now. I've been here. Now, could I come here just to sightsee and have a good time? Yes. Could I find a better way a better app or something to use to convert with people here in Thailand? I'm sure there's a better way. Again, I'm sure I'll learn that as I'm here a little bit longer. Again, I'm here for another 3.5 weeks. So I got plenty of time here in Thailand. I'm looking to take in all the sites. But again, thank you so much. I appreciate you tuning in. I truly do. But again, the language barrier is real here in Thailand. Yes. Are you getting out of the city to Pattaya? I am going to try. Pattaya is on my. I guess Pattaya. Hua Hin. I am going to try down south, getting towards the beaches. I mean, again, I would like to stay here maybe till Christmas, maybe on the 26th, head out to the beach areas. Again, that's just where I'm more comfortable. I like beach areas. I do like cities, but I'm more of a beach person. I like the laid back feel of beaches. I like having a beach. I like having, nice big pools. I have no pool here, at least I don't think I have. I haven't actually walked around that. So we just got in here yesterday. So give you guys a little heads up on that. So I booked on Agoda. and they have tremendous customer service. Again, I never spoke to anyone, but I did do text live. I booked a room when I was actually in Philippines, and it looked like it was right here in the heart of Bangkok. Well, I get here, and it's a 45-minute ride to where all the things are going on. I'm here paying Grab. I'm paying Grab, you know, $10 to $15 each way, US each way to go. And I'm like, wow, if I want to come home and get a little bit of rest, that's 4 trips. Well, that could be $40 to $60. I'm like, I can get a hotel room right downtown for that. And I mean, I made a mistake. I was thinking like right there on the outskirts, but it wasn't on the outskirts. It's pretty far away. So I did pay it all in advance, and I was told that, hey, you can't get it's non-refundable. But I wrote to them. They reached out to the hotel. I reached out to the hotel and explained to them. And it's just, for a person when you get over 50, guys, sometimes they need a little nap. And it's, to take a little nap and drive all the way from, center of Bangkok all the way back, there for 45 minutes, and then 45 minutes back, and then 45 minutes back. And, it was just got a lot of hand. So I just told them, I'd appreciate if they could work out a solution. So they actually ended up, I stayed 2 nights there. They actually, working with Agoda, they gave me a refund for the other 5 nights. So actually, I'll be here in this hotel till Monday. So I got this one here. I'm actually it's called the Grand Tower Inn Hotel right here in Bangkok. I am right near all the temples. I'm right near the other malls. I'm actually right down the street from the river. So again, right down the road here, about a block and a half, I'll be at the river. I can hop on the river cruise, the little river cruise or river taxi they have there. I can jump on there, and they got like 11 stops they make. I may just get on there and just enjoy, seeing the sights right there from the boat. So again, I don't really know yet. I haven't tried it, but that is one thing that I'm going to enjoy doing today. That's actually today's itinerary, is to get on the water, on the water, get on the boat, and start jumping around and seeing some of the temples, some of the palaces and things like that. So I'm excited about that. But yes, I am going to other areas. It'll probably be right after Christmas. So around the 26th or 27th, I'll probably get on a long train ride. Actually, it's not even long. It's like, I heard it was like, from what I saw online, it's like 2 hours to 3 hours, the 2 to 3 hours to get to those areas by train. So I'm excited about that. Yes, thanks for tuning in. That is Willie Dilly. Yes, clothing is great there. I make at least 2 trips a year to Thailand from the Philippines. Better food and infrastructure too. Yeah, I can see those things. The better infrastructure, of course. Um, Food, I need to get out there and I need to enjoy more of the street food. Um, the times I have tried some of the street food, it's been okay. I still like the food in Thailand. I mean, in the Philippines, I love the food in the Philippines. But here is, it's kind of spicy. Now, the restaurants I've been to have not been the best, except for KFC. I did have KFC the night actually arrived. I hadn't had KFC in a while. Like, I want to give KFC a try, and it was very, very good. In fact, KFC had the meal I bought came with an egg tart. I've never seen KFC or any of the restaurants have an egg tart come with the meal. So that was kind of interesting to me. But yes, they do have good infrastructure, lots and lots of choices for food. I am going to try some of the steakhouses. So again, I'll be trying that out here too, and also the buffets. But thanks for tuning in, Willie. I appreciate it. Haven't seen you in a while. Let's get together and have a cocktail here soon. Just got here. Are you looking in to move to Thailand? Not looking to move to Thailand. Just over here sightseeing and seeing the sights. Again, I've always put it in my book. I love traveling, guys. I believe traveling is a part of retirement. So I love traveling. So I decided to come over here for a month and take in Thailand. I also knew that I eventually want to go to Vietnam. I want to see Japan. I want to see Malaysia, Indonesia. So I do want to travel around and see some of the other countries here in Southeast Asia. So I'm excited about that. Again, I didn't come over here just to stay in Philippines. I come over here because the easy access from the Philippines to other countries and other destinations to travel and enjoy life. Again, like my newest video, guys, I'm not sure if you've seen it yet. It's Surigao Island. probably one of the best islands in the Philippines. Again, I call it Excursion Island. There's so much to do there. The nightlife is off the chain. So if you guys that are liking nightlife, you guys will love Surigao Island. But again, I like excursions. I mean, and it is like an excursion island. We did 8 excursions in one day. So again, and I think it might have been 9 or 10, but we did a lot of different stops. We had, I think, around 2,500 pesos. There was like 6 of us. It only cost 2,500 pesos to have a guide for the day. We had a big trike, a nice trike, one of the newer ones. We went around the entire place, taking pictures, seeing the beaches. Again, that video showcases some of the stops we made. Again, I think it was actually every stop. I did a video for every stop. So again, you guys can see that video and take in the wonders of Surigao Island. Again, an amazing place to visit. And for those, again, liking the nightlife, probably the best nightlife, that's my next video, is the nightlife there in Surigao Island. Probably the best nightlife I've seen. Again, now that I've been there, I would say Surigao Island is number 1 and Wall Wall is number 2. So again, that's my favorites. Hello, Britt. Hello, Cleats Karaoke. Thanks for tuning in. Kentucky Tom, I appreciate that. I see Clinton's still on here. I can't. That means that he doesn't have a car deal. So that means that he actually has a little bit of free time until the person says they're ready to buy their car. Then he'll actually have to get off of here and not watch the rest of the live because he is the working man, even though he does not have to be. Well, I like Bangkok. I really enjoyed. Again, I am going to see some other places. I'm not going to be going towards the eastern border, of course, because of the problems they're having at the border now. But again, I will be seeing other parts of Thailand. I'm looking forward. I've only rode one train my entire life. I rode a train from Syracuse, New York, down to Manhattan. So it's the only time I've actually been on an actual train. I've been on the subways a lot. I lived in New York for almost 13 years. So I've done the subways. I've done the Long Island Railroad almost every day for about a year, the Long Island Railroad. But I haven't been like on a railroad where you're going a long period of time. So I'm looking forward to getting on the railroad and having a good trip. And I think it's going to be exciting. Again, I will be seeing the other areas and showing you guys videos from those areas and be doing lives from those areas as well. So hopefully I'll get out there in the streets once I get familiarized with how things are going, and also look at how the signal works for me when I'm actually outside. Again, I did get a plan here, unlimited plan, as soon as I got there at the airport. So again, I have an unlimited plan, but I think when you get to 5G, it kind of gets a lot slower. So I'm not sure how it's going to affect me doing a very long stream here on YouTube. But we'll find out, guys. I'm going to try it. From Tom, which is better, Calex Business Park or Calex IT Park? I am going to say Calex Business Park is better as far as the hotel itself. Very nice place to rent. Their pool is amazing. So I'm going to say Calex Business Park. Business Park seems to have much better views, and the pool, yes. IT Park looks more convenient. Thoughts? I do like IT Park, the location better. But again, I may end up taking. I've never lived in Business Park. I stayed there when I first moved, right there close to Ayala Center Mall. I stayed at the Golden Prince Hotel, which is very, very close to that mall. I stayed there for like 10 days, almost 2 weeks, I believe, somewhere between 10 and 14 days. And I enjoyed my time over there. So I may end up going over there and actually trying to give it a whirl for 6 months or a year. Again, depending on how things go here in the near future, but I'm maybe even looking forward to getting over there and trying it for my first time myself. I do like that mall. That mall has everything. Every shop you could think about, Alice Center Mall has. Bangkok has so many great sites and markets. Yes, I have taken in so many. In fact, my very first day here, one of the big stops was going to the night market. And again, I did a video there, guys. You guys will be seeing that here in the near future. The night market was off the chain. I mean, we had so many vendors there serving food. You guys will get to see some of that. So again, yes, great night markets, great day markets. Went to the trying to think the Platinum Fashion Mall yesterday before we actually went out here to some tours, and very, very nice. I mean, very nice mall. And it's kind of weird because I didn't do a video on it. It's like, well, I've already done one of the malls here. I did Icasiam, again, did a video there. Like, well, I don't want to keep just pushing out malls, but again, the malls here are so great. I figured Icosium would probably be the better mall. But what I did like about the Platinum Fashion Mall, it's like where you go to get knockoffs. Everything there was kind of like what I guess we call knockoffs. You could get Nike, Under Armour, you know, all your different champions, stuff like that. Every brand they had out there, again, very good pricing. Probably a very, very good. I may even go back there again before I leave and do a little bit of shopping there. But again, a great place to probably get some clothes at a good price. So yes, that was good to see. But yes, Bangkok has so much to offer. Again, first day I get here, a little bit of resting. I flew all night long, so got a little bit of rest that day. Um, had a nice lunch. My very first meal was lunch there, and then went out to the night market that night. The following day, after I had a good night's rest, I'm trying to think. I went to Acacia Mall, and wow, I was blown away by that mall. That mall is it's unbelievable. When you go on the first level, which I'll be showing you guys in videos, the entire first level is like a food market inside the mall. I mean, nicely decorated, so many stops and vendors to see, so many different food options. But I am thinking that the better way to go about it here in Thailand is on the street. Actually, I've heard that the food was better there. And again, I haven't tried a lot of that, especially being in the Philippines. I never tried, the street food. So again, I might try a couple pieces and see how things go there. Make sure my stomach doesn't get upset. But I will be checking out the other areas of Thailand. Yes. Waiting on my last deal of the night. That's what I figured. He's out there waiting on his last deal. Again, I'm over here in Thailand enjoying myself and loving life in the Philippines. And my brother, who has a lot bigger budget than me, could be right here enjoying it with me. But no, he has a hunger for work. That's all he's about is work. And I hate to hear that because I've tried to convince him and it does not work. So again, the day before was like Akasiam Mall, hung out there a majority of the day, a big majority of the day, and then came back and actually that's when I had KFC. I ordered in KFC. Got a little tired again, just getting used to the new time change and things like that. But yesterday went to the check into the new hotel. So again, I was there for 2 days over there, and then come over here check into the new hotel, and then got a little early check in, and then went to the Platinum Fashion Mall. Did the entire street market outside the Platinum Fashion Mall. The prices are a little high there, but the food looks so fantastic. And again, I made a mistake. I actually ate inside the mall. They actually have a food court inside the mall. I should have stayed outside and ate at the street food market. But again, that's the mistakes you have to learn. But again, all the food it's been okay. I mean, it hasn't. I mean, I love the food in the Philippines. I miss my barbecued ribs, my grilled chicken. That's what I enjoy those things. Barbecued ribs are my favorite food out there. Barbecued ribs and steak and chicken are my top three. So do miss my Philippine food, but again, the food here I will probably get used to over time. Again, we'll probably stay more focused towards eating outside of any restaurants or anything like that because I've heard the street food here is really prepared the right way and it's very, very tasty. So I'm looking forward to that. Bad planning, but glad it worked out so you could stay where the action is. Yes, I'm right here downtown now. I can actually go outside the hotel here and walk to every place and enjoy. Well, yeah, I can't walk. Bangkok is big, guys. I didn't realize. I mean, let's try to get a comparison here. I mean, I want to tell you guys because I don't even know myself, so I want to get a comparison. We're looking at the size of Bangkok compared to the size of New York. Let me see what it says here. I like to give you guys a little bit of research here that I could do here for you. And I don't know the answer, but as of yesterday, we talked about it, and I was like, I don't know if it's bigger, smaller. I don't know. Is Bangkok bigger than NYC? Yes, Bangkok is significantly bigger than New York City in terms of both land area and population, with Bangkok covering about 1,569 square meters or kilometers, which is 606 square miles, and having over 10 million people. While in New York City, there's around 783 kilometers, 303 square miles. So again, the population there is 8.4 compared to 10 million here. So there's more people here in Bangkok. You're looking at about 2 million more people here in Bangkok. Plus, the size of Bangkok is 606, double the size of New York City. So again, there's some information for you guys today. Bangkok is double the size of New York City and has 2 million more people than New York City. So again, you can, if you've ever been to New York and you haven't been to Bangkok, this kind of gives you an idea about the size here we're talking about. Very, very large city, double the size of New York City. My brother and my dad out there. What's up, my brother from another mother? Nice to see you. Great video earlier. How is Thailand treating you? Treat me well. The only thing it is, again, is the language barrier. That is a big thing to me. I don't like having to go onto an app and text and say, "Oh, read this," and then they have to write back to me. And people that you meet are on the street, they're all friendly, but you're not going to get a complete stranger to stop with you and converse with you using an app like that, unless you have the one where you can actually just talk to it and have a conversation. No street food. Google top restaurants like we always do when we travel. Then can't go wrong. No squid for me. Yeah, I had squid, guys. My first day over at the mall, I did have squid, and I showed a picture of my brother, and he's like, "No, I don't want the squid." But it also came with shrimp, and it came with noodles. It was also inside of a omelet. So again, it was a very good meal, though. Did you take the local train in Bangkok, sir? It's nice. I have not. I have not taken the local train here yet. I will do that sometime, either today or tomorrow. So I'll be getting on the train. I'm thinking today though we're going to do the boats. Again, I haven't done the boats yet, and looking forward to getting on there. I heard they have 11 different stops that go like straight to where the temples are at or the palaces are at. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm hearing. So I'll be trying that out today. For sure, Brent. We'll have to catch up for a drink at your Tombuli bar. It's my favorite resort bar in Cebu. Again, I love Tombuli, guys. I love Tombulis. I can't say enough about it. But yes, come on over. I'll be back on the 12th. So anytime past the 12th, come on over and let's have a drink. Sit back, maybe get a little lunch and sit back and get caught up on things. Ah, Clay, yes, nice beaches on today's video. Unbelievable beaches. My dad says he always talks about Destin and Panama City and things like that. To me, in my eyes, again, I like rock formations and things like that. The beaches are, I mean, the beaches, yes, they go for miles and miles down in Florida. That is correct. I like the smaller, separated beaches, though. That means you don't have the huge crowds, the issues you have down in like Panama City that I used to have when I was younger. You don't have those issues here. Again, a lot less people on the beaches here. And the reason why a lot of times is because Filipinas, they don't like getting out in the sun. So again, there's reasons why the beaches and pools are not always crowded because Filipinos just don't like being out there in the sun. They'll get darker skin and they like to keep their skin lighter. So again, things you learn as you're here for a while. But yes, thanks so much, Cleus. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Again, great beaches and great excursions there in Siargao. I am in I am in the great Indonesian city of, I can't even say that, Bandung. Now, sir, great city with a high-speed train to Jakarta, which is now the biggest city in the world. Ah, Jakarta is the biggest city in the world. Wow, that's nice to know. Again, I don't know all the things about populations of cities and which one's the biggest, but again, it's nice to hear. I'll have to look that up when I get off of here and check and see the size of Jakarta compared to the size of Bangkok. Actually, I'll do it right now for you so you can kind of get an idea. So it's 606 square miles here in Bangkok. Let's see the size of Jakarta. Let's see, size of, I gotta get your spelling on that. Jakarta. It's breaking it down in kilometers. Where is my, wow, 2,468 square miles. Bangkok was only 606. So again, Jakarta is 10 times the size of New York City. Is that right? 10, yeah, 10 times. Actually, it is. No, let me get that right again. 2,000. Yes, this actually Jakarta is 10 times the size of New York City. Hope you're having fun and staying safe, Mr. Dave. I'm sure he is. He likes doing his travel. He travels all around the world. A lot younger than you, Cletus, retired, living the life. Again, Mr. Dave, share a little bit of that life with my brother, please. Let him know how old are you, if you don't mind sharing, Mr. Dave. Share how old you are, Mr. Dave. Share how many countries you visited. Share your experience with him. Let him know. You think he's, if he's got say a $6,000 to $9,000 budget per month, should he keep working or should he go ahead and retire? Give me your thoughts, Mr. Dave. Did you pick you? Did he pick on you this much before he moved to the Philippines, Cleet? I'm not picking on him. I'm trying to convince him that he's not living the good life. He could be over here living the good life with a lot bigger budget than I've got. Again, his budget's about 2 to 3 times the size of my budget, and he won't get his butt over here and start enjoying life with me. So my whole thing is the love for my brother. I want him over here so bad. I just can't get him over here fast enough, at least. The Nugget Islands is great too. Good to see you, Trina C. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Yes, the Nugget Island. Um, when I compare the two again, the one place there um, started with a P. I forgot the exact name. Pacificon Beach. Very, very similar to Denogit, but I think Denogit may even have a little bit of an edge on the island. I mean, the beach there in Surigao. The only difference is Surigao has a population, whereas Denogit, if you're a couple and you come over to the Philippines and you're a couple, and or you come over here and you meet that long term Filipina or that Marian Filipina that you're going to marry, you want to go to the Nugget Islands, guys. So what I would suggest is when you get over here and you meet someone, or you're here and you're already here with your wife or your girlfriend, fly to Surigao City. Again, fly to Surigao City. It's only an hour flight from Cebu City. Very inexpensive. I forgot the exact price. Very inexpensive though, like 2,000 pesos. I mean, I think 4,000 pesos for a round trip per person, if not even cheaper than that. I think it was 4,000 pesos per person though. So you get on this flight, you fly for an hour, and literally you are an hour ferry ride to the Nugget Island from Surigao City, and then you're a two to 2.5 hour ferry ride to Surigao Island. So then you get the best of both worlds. When you go to the Nugget Island, um, there's no one there. Sometimes you can be on an island by yourself for hours and no one else be there. It's like your boat and whoever your company is. That's all that's there. And then sometimes, when you get to an island there, you may have, maybe already one boat there, maybe 5 or 6 people on the island. Again, these are very large size beaches, which means you have your entire part or different area, and no one's there. But I did a video a while back on the Nugget Islands. One of my best excursions I've been to. Fantastic place to visit. I definitely suggest Surigao City and then going to the Nugget Islands and to Surigao Island. Again, great adventure. Thanks for bringing that up. Appreciate it, Trina C. I rode a lot of trains around Britain and Europe when I was in school in London. Had a blast in the beverage cart. I bet you did, Cletus. I can see you right now enjoying that beverage cart. Cleet giving us hellos to Trina. Yes, thanks for tuning in. Hello, Britt. Nice to join the team again. Thanks for tuning in, Craig. Again, nice to see you. Thanks for tuning into the channel. I appreciate it. Always appreciate you guys tuning in and commenting and having your comments and your questions. It's always a joy. Again, to get back a little bit about yesterday, did get up early in the morning. I did a transfer of hotels. Went to the Platinum Fashion Mall. Enjoyed the food cart there. Then after we left there, they actually have like a Disney park, not like a Disney World park. It's a Disney theme park though, where you have the Toy Stories there. You have Goofy and all the characters like Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, things like that. But again, a very nice little area. And again, I'm not sure if I told you guys, I used to be a lifeguard down at Disney World. I did a co-op down there when I was actually in college. I had never been to Disney World before. Disney World came to my college campus and was hiring in positions. And I didn't know what I could do down there, but I wanted something fun. So I decided to get my lifeguard certificate and go down there and lifeguard at Disney World. So actually, I worked at the Polynesian Resort, and I worked the boats and the speed boats, and I worked the pools. And again, amazing job. I almost didn't even leave. It was so much fun down there, but I'm glad I did. I got to finish up college, get my first real job. I probably would have been quite. I may have been living the life though, working at Disney, because again, but again, I would still be working at this point. Again, low pay compared to what I ended up being in. But again, it was a great job. Scam definition: a dishonest scheme. Yes, there are some schemes. There are some scams here. I'm sure in Thailand, but there's actually scams and schemes in every country in the world. So again, I don't look anything different there. You can go to MBK Mall in Bangkok and meet lots of Burmese migrants who work there. I'm guessing you're saying they speak English, because I haven't met a lot of English speaking. Now, again, I had last night when I was getting the taxi cab back. I mean, yes, I use Grab here, the Grab app. I booked my Grab, and it looked like he was coming across the street. So I didn't know how to speak to him because he couldn't speak English. And I did meet a young lady beside me who actually does speak the language here and speak English. And she spoke to me. She goes, "Yes, it would save you about 20 minutes drive if you were to go across the street. So go up the street a little ways, cross over the bridge, and go to the other side, and he'll meet you there." As soon as I came down, he was right there. So again, you can meet um, people that can speak English, but it's very a very small portion of what I've actually seen. Again, went out to a night market last night. Went to the place called Central Park. So you guys come to Bangkok, you want to go to, again, yesterday the full day was, I went to the Platinum Fashion Mall. That was number one. Did the street market outside there. So I was there for hours doing some shopping and looking around. Had lunch, things like that. Then we went to the Disney theme park. Again, walked through there. I got a video there as well. Again, nice park, nice Disney theme there, nice music playing in the background. So that was nice. Left there and went to, got a trike ride. I mean, this is a souped up trike, very loud trike here, but again, souped up compared to what they have in the Philippines. And oh, that's another thing it brings up too when I think about it. The grabs here, the grabs here are so much nicer than they are in the Philippines. They all come here. They got leather, brown seats. You can get picked up in a very nice Toyota upper class ride. A lot of electric vehicles being used over here. So again, when it comes to riding over here, the cars are a lot nicer as far as grabs over here in Thailand compared to the Philippines. That is a plus. But again, cleanliness. The streets are very clean here in Bangkok as well. Haven't seen any issues there with cleanliness. So actually, in certain parts of Cebu, you can get a little bit of filth. But again, it's never bothered me whatsoever. I've seen everything you possibly can see. I've been down to Jamaica, where they actually have houses that have to be torn down in 24 hours, or you get arrested and you get kicked off the land in an unrespectable kind of way. So the squatters' rights down there. So I've actually seen the worst of the worst. So nothing ever phases me here in these other countries. Again, I've always enjoyed that part of the country. I've always enjoyed that the lower end, and working my way up to the higher end and seeing the differences there. So I've always enjoyed that. Nothing gets my eye I don't see that phases me whatsoever. But I will check that out, Mr. Dave. No, he was working then too, and didn't have the aversion to working. He actually tried to put in my hours when he first got in the roofing business, but he was always wanting me to move where he lived. Yeah, again, guys, I always talk about my brother. I'm gonna be honest with you. I always talk about my brother and talk about him having a nice budget. He could be over here retired. I used to work his hours, guys. In fact, I probably worked more hours sometimes. There were days, I mean, lots and lots of days per week where I'm gonna say for 6 years, 6 good years in the roofing industry, I was probably working. Let me put in some math here to kind of give you guys an idea. I'm gonna say I was doing at least say 13 to 14 hours. I'm gonna put in 14 hours. It sounds about right to me. Times five. I was putting in 70-hour work weeks. The reason why is in the roofing industry, you have to be on your job sites in the morning. Well, the crews show up around 6 a.m. So I'm actually going to be on my job site at 5:30, which means I'm getting up in the morning at 4 to make it to my job site by 5:30. So I'm getting up at 4 a.m. almost every day. I have a roof going on. And back when I was pumping and grinding, I had a roof going on every day. So every Monday through Friday, and even on Saturdays when I had roofs going on, I'd be up at 4 a.m. and getting out there on my job sites by 5:30, working the entire day on the job site, most of the time until like about noon time. And then from noon, I'd go out and try to develop new business. Again, I'm knocking on doors, letting them know that you could have hail and wind damage, showing them I'm doing a roof right down the street from you, one of your neighbors, you may know them, things like that. So again, yes, I used to put in the hours he's talking about. But there in the last couple of years in the roofing industry, I was starting to realize there's a lot more to life than work. The problem I saw when I started seeing things like even on YouTube and comments on Facebook, once you finally retire, you look back on your life and say, wow, I spent 3/4 of my life transporting myself back and forth from work. And my entire lifetime was work. And when I realized that, I was like, wow, it's time to retire early and get a move on with my life, not the work life. Again, I'm glad I did it. The best decision I ever made. So again, I wish he could get his butt over here and start living with me and start living life. But again, until that happens, I guess I'll have to deal with my brother being halfway around the world from me. But again, I do love him. I wish he was here. Miss him every single day. Especially when we talk every single day as well. Again, a lot of video calls, a lot of phone calls. Again, mostly video calls though. But I miss my brother so much. I wish he was here. Best friend I could ever ask for. Are you planning to collab with any Thailand-based YouTubers? I don't really know any. I know there's a guy down in Hue Hin. But again, if you have any suggestions for me, let me know. Yeah, I have a few mates there. If you want to hook up, yes, certainly ask. I would love that. Do a little collaboration for 20 minutes to an hour, hanging out with a YouTuber here to get his perspective. Again, I can see my perspective, but again, it's a very new perspective. I've only been here since Monday, and I haven't done a tremendous amount. Yesterday was the biggest day I've had, which again today will be another big day. But again, a very big day in Thailand yesterday. I enjoyed everything that I did, especially the skywalk overlooking the city. And what I was amazed by, which you guys will see in videos coming here soon, where I'm talking about Central Park, I see why they call it Central Park. I wouldn't have known better. I wouldn't even have known if you put me there to look at it from above, like where I was at, in the Hotel Dusit. If I didn't know better, I would have thought it was Central Park in New York. Again, it's a large park with a pond right in the center. I would have known if you had put me there on a blindfold and asked me where do you think I am right now. I would have said I was actually in New York in Central Park. So I can see why they call it Central Park, guys. Just like Central Park in New York. I mean, just like it. You guys will see pictures coming up in the near future. Maybe I'll even post some on my Facebook page so you guys can see it. You wouldn't have known the difference. I couldn't tell the difference. So again, amazing park. I mean, I walked through there. That's where actually we were there last night, doing the night market and walking through the park last night. So again, that was a big part of the trip yesterday. But again, I love the sightseeing before I actually got to the park because I actually was seeing the park from a distance and seeing the the difference between where you have the trees where the trees stop and then you get to actual condos and you get to skyscrapers. Again, it was amazing, guys. But yes, certainly ask on Willie. I like to meet some people over here that do YouTube. Kentucky Tom, Cleats Karaoke, nothing like that brother bond. You've been in the Philippines eventually. Until then, make that money. He needs to quit making that money. Time has come. He needs to retire. Oh, I actually almost moved to Pensacola when he moved there. Got a great job offer with a big raise, but then my girlfriend's father passed, so I had to help her with the probate. Yep, I understand, Cleus. I know it's probably the best. I'm actually, well, I mean, life would have been a lot better down there in Pensacola. The problem I had in the Pensacola area, it's hard to meet new friends when you're over in America. Again, I'm a very outgoing person, but it was very hard to meet friends. Where I got over here to the Philippines, I met my best friends right off the bat. Again, it was such a pleasure and such a great feeling inside to meet some great guys right off the bat. My first week, start traveling right away. Going to Bantayan Island, Camotes Island, Bohol, latte. It was a good feeling. Again, I didn't have that. So if my brother would have probably came to Pensacola, I'd probably be still in Pensacola right now, being there with him because I would have my best friend there. So again, that would have made a big difference. So it's probably a good thing you didn't move there, Cletus. But I would have loved for you to move there so I could be with you. Love you, my friend, and my brother. Probate is never fun. I'm just finishing my late uncle's probate in Los Angeles. Sold his house for 250K under value since there was a lot of squatters living in it. Oh, I hate to hear that. Again, I've heard of that stuff happening, but again, hate to hear that. But glad you got everything finished on that part of it. Um, that's a terrible thing. It happened to my grandparents in a house they had. That it happened during the Corona time. They couldn't get them out of the house. So again, I understand what you're saying. Philippines is no different. He wants me there so I can really show him how to have a big time. I bet I do, Cletus. We can have a big time together. That's what I'm wanting. Big times together. Brother bonding. That's what I'm looking for. Tell him, Kentucky Tom. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Well, your first video when you first arrived in the Philippines during your interview, you said one major determining factor of your move was the language barrier. Yes, it was a big factor. Again, people in the Philippines speak English. I mean, unless you've been somewhere where they don't speak English, I never been around it like I have here. And again, guys, I've only really did a lot of adventuring. Again, I've 5 times per year, guys. I've probably been to the Caribbean 40 to 60 times. I've been to the Caribbean a lot. I used to go on 5 trips a year to like Mexico or Jamaica. I've been to Jamaica like 18 times in my life. I've been to Dominican Republic, I think 4 times Dominican Republic. I've been to Mexico a lot because I like doing the cenotes there. I love the resorts there. Um, but Jamaica, I've been there, I said so many times. Mexico, the same way. And not even counting that, I've been on cruises going to those spots. So again, St. Lucia and all that. So I've been to there a lot. And at those places, they actually speak English for the most part because you're getting off, at a resort where they all speak English. You're getting off of a boat where they're all there in the tourist area where they speak English. Here is not like that. Even though I'm in a tourist area, I haven't met a big population that speaks English. So again, it's a huge negative to me. I like to be able to converse at least a little bit, and you don't have that option here. I'm sorry to say, guys, you do not have that option here. I'm not sure how dating would be here for you guys, but again, I can see that as being a big problem. That's just my take on that so far. But again, I've only been there for a few days. I haven't tried converting a lot. Again, I'll try to get out to some more of the areas and more of the sites and see if I can meet any English speaking people out there. Okay, Tom, I want to visit the beach in LA, Union, close to San Francisco, Manila area. The waves look awesome. Yeah, I just got back. Surigao Island is actually known for their for their surfing. It's a big surfing community. So again, I have a video coming out here in the near future. Actually, I did some drone footage. And you guys will be seeing some surfing from that drone footage. So again, that's coming out here in the near future. But yes, I haven't been there. I'm sure at one point I'll get there and start visiting and seeing the sites there as well. Mr. Dave, Jakarta are great cities. Bullet Train looks like a great addition. I lived in Indonesia for 20 years in the 90s and 2000s. Yeah, again, I've talked to Willie plenty of times. Guys, he is a boat captain. Amazing guy, amazing friend. I mean, good guy. Haven't seen him in a while. I know he's been really busy, and I've been busy doing the YouTube and my traveling stuff here lately. But yes, I'd love to get up with you here in the near future, Willie, and make a day of it. Let's go out there and let's do something fun for the day and take in Tom Bully, maybe even do a little traveling together. I would like that. Let me know your thoughts on it. Again, he's from down under. He's from Australia. Uh, hey mate. One thing when I think about Australia, I have to say it, guys. I always think about there's a comedian out there, and I forgot who it was at the time, but he does a fantastic skit on the crocodile hunter, Steve. And he's like, saying we lost a legend. He's like, we I forgot what he called him. A G, like we lost a G. He was a black fella, and he says we lost a G. He's a real gangster. He says that can you imagine a guy get out there in the wild? He said he started re-envisioning what Steve would do. You see that croc, fellas? It's a major croc over there. It's a big croc over there. And then he would, then he tackles a croc. Ah, he tried to do he tried to do the deadly death roll on me. Tried to kill me. And then he would tangle him up. It was really funny. I forgot the skit though, but like a Chris Rock or something like that. But great skit. I remember every time I think about Australia, I think about that skit because it was such a funny skit. I had to look it up and find out who it was. It was like a Chris Rock. I got to know it, guys. So if you guys have not seen that skit where he's acting like he's Steve, you guys will be amazed by it. They put it in here on YouTube. I know it's on YouTube. Crocodile Hunter comedy skit. Let's see who it was, guys. If you haven't seen it, Cat Williams. Look up Cat Williams, Crocodile Hunter. You guys are going to be falling on the floor from your seats when you watch it. It is hilarious. I mean, Cat Williams, Katt, not C, Katt Williams. You guys will find out a funny skit there. Great show. Light skin or dark skin, Filipino doesn't matter to me. We call them little brown F machines. I have experience with their capabilities. I hear you now talking about capabilities over there. They're quite uh, great ladies, great young ladies. I mean, just amazing to be around. So I understand what you're saying. Well, New York is landlocked. Only way to go is up. That's correct. The big high rises. Hey, Cletus. Yes, thanks for tuning in again, saying hellos. Yeah, 6,000 a month budget. You can live like a king most places in the world. He doesn't understand that, Mr. Dave. If you don't mind sharing, how old are you? How long have you been traveling, Mr. Dave? That's the kind of things I want my brother to see. If you don't mind sharing, you don't have to share your exact age, Mr. Dave, but if you can share, a close proximity to your age and share how long you've been retired now and traveling the world. That's what I want to share with my brother and let him know what a great life you've had since you've been doing it. Again, he was a lot younger than me because I've actually met Mr. Dave, a lot younger than me, and I'm 55. I retired at 53. A lot younger than me when he got out there and started enjoying the life. Your brother needs to just live life. F this. Life is too damn short. If you have the cash to retire now, get to the damn Philippines. I've been trying to tell him that. He doesn't understand it. He doesn't understand about what living life's all about. He thinks that working is all about life, getting new properties. And I've been trying to explain to him all these rental properties he buys, he will not be the last owner. He will pass away, and someone else will be living in those houses. Those cars he actually has now will be in the junk pile. So again, that's what happens to those things you pay for. Get out there and live life. You can never take back time. Time's the one thing you cannot replace. So please listen to me. It's time to do it. Quit listening to Pops. I know you're staying there for them, but quit listening to Pops. Convince them it's time to move here to the Philippines and start living life. I really want to visit Vegan when I get out there. It looks awesome. I have not been there. Again, I'll have to look that up. Thanks so much, Kentucky Tom. Again, if you have not given those thumbs up, give me a thumbs up, guy. Let me know I'm doing a good job. Especially when you guys watch my videos, please give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment. Let me know I'm doing a good job. At least I'm trying. At least say you're trying to do a good job. How about that? At least you're trying to do a good job. I'd appreciate it. Thanks so much. Have great memories visiting you at Disney. Yes, I had it. That was a good job. I enjoyed working there. Again, I worked at the Polynesian Resort. Very good times. Ah, thank you so much. Beer time. Enjoy. I hope you enjoy the beer time. Again, I'm here in the morning. I'm here at 8 o'clock a.m. So, again, I haven't got my day started yet. But, again, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. You bring the big smiles to my face. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Beer time. I will enjoy a beer on you, my friend. Thank you so much. You can now actually be 2 beers or maybe even 3 beers here in Thailand. 55 baht. I think I saw a 55 baht. What is this? What 55 baht is in US? I did see that the other day. It was I saw some beers that there, like that's probably an expensive place to get them. 55 baht in USD. 55 baht in USD is $1.75. So yes, I can get 1 beer on you. Thank you, my friend. I truly appreciate it. You can see that big smile you put on my face. I truly appreciate it. Yes, all Burmese migrants in Bangkok speak English. Many pretty Burmese girls. The Burmese tend to be more welcoming than Thais, in my opinion. I haven't met any that I know of, and I could have met one last night, the one that helped me get directions. But again, yes, thank you so much for that. I truly appreciate that, Mr. Dave. I will have to check into that here in the next couple of days. Thanks, Kentucky Tom. Appreciate it, my friend. Another 5 spot for my Brit relocation layaway plan. Again, I'll be here for you, my friend. As I told you before, I'm going to leave the light on for you. So when you're over here and you're ready to come, let me know. I'm going to take care of you. Get started on the right foot, the Philippine way. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are the greatest. I love my champions. I'm a champion. You're a champion. We're all champions. I truly appreciate you guys. You guys are the greatest. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Click through. Hey, yes, thank you so much for the hellos. I love my brother too, and would probably give him a hard time too when I retire before he does when I move over there. I can't help but do it because I want him here so bad. I know how much he would really thoroughly enjoy the Philippines. You talking about me loving karaoke and singing? He's at a different level, guys. He's at a different level. So again, I wish I could make him understand that he would love the Philippines. His girlfriend Jenny would love the Philippines as well. You have to come over here for a week and just try it, and you'll see. And once he gets over here, he will not want to go back. I already know what's going to happen. He will never want to leave the Philippines once he gets over here. Again, it's the people, the culture, the sights, the beaches, and the lifestyle that you live over here. Again, living life to its fullest. Love of the Philippines. Hello, Britt. Good morning. Great to see you. Great to see that you're enjoying Thailand. Yes, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm looking forward to today's adventures. I'll fill you guys in again next week as well. Again, done quite a few things already, but I'm looking forward to I want to see the temples and the palaces and things like that. But I am wanting to get away. I've been in the cities for a long period of time. I'm looking forward to getting to the beach areas again. I love Siargao Island for that reason. I love Dinagat Island for that reason. I love Siquijor for that reason. I love beach communities. So I'm actually looking forward to getting in there and checking it out. Hello to Cletus. Yes. Mr. Dave hasn't told us yet. Seems like Britt will like Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It has much nicer parks, local trains, and highways than Bangkok, but it's still affordable. Malaysia is boring, though. Yeah, I don't like boring, Mr. Dave. You're not wanting to share, Mr. Dave. Are you in your 30s? Are you in your 40s? Or are you in your 50s? How about that, Mr. Dave? And how long have you been traveling? Come on, Mr. Dave. Filling him a little bit. Come on, give me some information. I've never had a problem with non-English speakers in Thailand. Have always been able to communicate and been visiting yearly since '88. Have lived here. I guess learning the basic language helped. Again, yeah, that's the problem. I don't know any of the language, and it'd be the same if I heard the Philippine language for the very first time. I don't understand that, but again, I was lucky enough to move to the Philippines where they speak English. I guess because I'm so used to people speaking English in the Philippines, that is a big negative here for me. Again, I will get out there and try harder, though. Again, I'm here for a month. So, Willie, I will do my best. And I look forward to seeing you when I get back, my friend. Weekend RVing's in the house. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Made it. Voice of freedom. They want you. They want you to work until you die. That's why you're seeing 80-year-olds working, getting to the Philippines or whatever. Start freaking living. again, I saw in America, I saw guys that maybe they just didn't like being at home alone, what have you. I saw 80 and 90-year-old guys working at Walmart holding up a bale and things. And again, maybe they need the income. I don't know. My brother does not need the income. He's done it, did it. It's past him now. Only thing he's doing now is adding another 500, adding another 1,000 to his budget. And you just don't need it. When you get to 6,000 to 9,000 per month, you just don't need it, guys. I mean, anything over 3,000 is overkill here in the Philippines. I mean, you're traveling wherever you want to go on 3,000 US. You're traveling wherever you want to go on 3,000 US. You're doing whatever you want to do. May not be traveling every week, but you're going to at least have a week or 2-week trip every month if you have over a $3,000 budget. Thanks, Mr. Dave. So Mr. Dave is 37. He's been traveling for 10 years, been traveling since he was 27. Now, how did you come about traveling that, Mr. Dave? How did you make that decision? How did you come up with the income to do it? Maybe you got inheritance. Maybe it was, maybe you had some military background. Maybe you have, whatever it may be. I never got a chance to ask you about that. I know maybe you had some insurance money coming in, something like that. But let me know. But again, let him know. And if you don't mind sharing with my brother, now Mr. Dave travels everywhere. How many countries have you visited, Mr. Dave? So again, share how many countries you've actually visited in your lifetime. Again, you started traveling when you're 27. You're now 37. That's 10 years of travel. Let us know how many countries you've actually visited. Cleet must be working again. He went radio silent for a while. Yeah, he went radio silent. He's back he got his last car deal of the night. So again, back in the States where he's at in Georgia, it is 8:30 at night. He's still there working his last deal. That means he will not get out of there until like 9:30 or 10 at night. What a great job. I used to do it, guys. I'm not saying it's bad, but I got to a big enough budget. I got the $3,000 budget I needed to be here in the Philippines, and that's actually too much. You can come over here and live on as least as 1,200, and 15 to 1,700 is very, very comfortable, guys. Very, very comfortable. I've only been to 27 countries, but I've been to Thailand 10 times, in the Philippines 20 times. You keep going back to the best, I see, Mr. Dave. Yes. Well, guys, I've reached the end of the questions and comments. I am going to call it a day. I got so many things I want to see and do today. I want to say thank you guys to all of you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are the greatest. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I thank you guys for taking the time out of your busy schedules to actually show up here and comment and have your questions. So thank you so much. Again, I feel like every time I get together with you guys, like I'm around a campfire with a few brewskis, just around a campfire with friends. And again, I love it. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys all. Again, I see you guys. Until next time, guys, I love the Philippines, and I'm starting to like Thailand a little bit more every day. More to come. Enjoy, guys.